Out there in the world? It's your boy Just a Norm. I am here for the fourth day of recording a new song. A song that was originally called Never Been Done Before, but since then the title has changed. But I will inform you of the new title once I get into recording the actual song. So now, yesterday I recorded the lead vocal, like a scratch track, to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to do with it. I went back earlier today, even though I didn't get a chance to record it, and I actually was trying to incorporate some more stuff musically, but lo and behold, some of the stuff did not work out like I wanted it to work. First of all, TTS was still having issues. And then I come to find out that it was working great when I created a new project, but it just would not work on this project. It kept closing or freezing up Cakewalk. So rather than try to go through uninstall stuff or reinstall and all that kind of stuff, I didn't really feel like doing all of that. So this is what I intend to do today. I believe I'm finished with the music. I might do some more stuff with strings. I really want to put a acoustic guitar or something on here like that, but for now, I might not even worry about it. There's a part on here that I need to do some more with the bells. I do have bells coming in one section at the end. So right now I have the original tracks basically open again because I had them archived. If you tuned in yesterday, you would know I archived them. I unarchived them now. So now you can actually see that I'm going to get into mixing it. Because today is the day that I'm supposed to be doing mixing. And no, Tony, you didn't miss anything at all. Well, yesterday I recorded some of the vocals. So I don't know if you tuned in. Well, you didn't tune in, but I don't know if you actually watched the replay or not. But I've got the words finished. The song is kind of short. It's not going to be real long. So yeah, I'm going to record it in a little bit. Ideally, I would want to record with a condenser mic. I'm not using a condenser mic for this. I'm just going to use this mic. I used it yesterday. I'm going to EQ it to get it to sound really good with this mic. So we'll go with that. Tony, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well, man. Let me see. I'm trying to think of anything that I need to do before I go right into this. All right. So we had a good conversation yesterday. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about how to comp vocal tracks, a bunch of other things. Yeah, Big Poppy. Big Poppy was on her, so hope you feeling well. Hope everything is going well. All right, let me dig into this, and I'm gonna put up my console view. I really wish I had it on separate screens, but it'll work for now. What I'm kind of do is I'm gonna try to get this stuff going. I know all the tracks look the same. Normally I might actually color this stuff, but I might color some stuff. We'll see, to make it just look a little bit more pleasing to the eyes. So I've got the bass drum. Let's just put all these the same color. Okay, I think that's right. So if I shift, okay, that's all the same color. Yeah, that's fine. And then let's put this miscellaneous. This wind. Her eye is better, man. Her eye is feeling better today. Thank you for asking about that. How's your eye doing? Or is it your eye? It was your eye, right? No, it wasn't. Hold on. Whose eye was it? I thought, it was James. It was James. I'm getting confused, you all. Look, I don't see so many people come through the chat now, forgetting who's who. But if it wasn't you, then forget it. Okay, it wasn't you. I think it was James that was having that issue. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm losing my mind. Don't mind me. Please don't mind me. I'm going to put the wind and the I forgot what this is actually, but it's some type of wind noise. Put these two together. Yeah, I didn't think it was you. I thought about it. Once I said, "Oh yeah," no, then I thought, "Oh my God, that wasn't it." What'd you say? You said lyric writing is easy. Well, is that why I'm perplexed? Humans need to work. I'm good, thanks. Don't give me that. Tony, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Uh, are you watching the thing yesterday? If you watched the thing yesterday, you will know that I went to Lyric Studio just because I can write lyric, and actually I end up writing all the lyrics myself. I went there for suggestions, but I didn't like any of the suggestions that I got. So I end up really everything that I wrote is actually what I wrote myself. Yeah, it's not AI though. Lyric Studio gives you suggestions, but you still can type into it. Everything I typed in there was actually my own stuff. And since then, I went back and changed some stuff today too as well. So trust me, it works cool. I've tried it before, but it doesn't. It's like it gives you good lyrics to use, but it doesn't actually like fit message wise with what I was trying to obtain. So I had to just write the stuff myself. But I've always like written all of my lyrics. I don't use AI at all for real. I try to use AI. I was gonna do a cakewalk video where I say, "Oh, AI wrote this song," and it was like a you Lyric Studio was free. Lyric Studio is actually free. You can do the free version, but it only allows you to create one song. And I made a video about Lyric Studio and a few other AI like sites that you can go to help you write lyrics or help you get brainstorm. It's not so much for them to write it for you, but it's kind of help you think in the right place. It's also good for like using it as a thesaurus or trying to find words that rhyme with words. But I don't think. I mean, people swear up and down my Lyric Studio. It's like some of the big timers say they use it. Some of the Grammy nominated and Grammy award winning artists may use it, but I really didn't like it that much. That's funny. Did you all see X.E.L.O's video talking about AI earlier? This AI is here to stay. But didn't we know that already? I mean, think about the Jetsons and all this other stuff. We've always had robots in most of the stuff that we watch. Can I drag this over? Trying to remember how to. Uh-oh. Forgot. I forgot to drag it over on this side. I know how to do it from track view, but who remembers how to drag it over? I forgot. Dang, I know it's a way to move it from here. Am I tripping? Nope. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, that's all right. Let's do it this way then. There we go. This, that. And actually, I'll just color it from here right now. Yeah, humans do need to work. They need to work. Yeah, I agree with that. And humans are always going to work because there's certain things that AI can't do. Let me see. Did anybody see the movie? What's that movie that came out about the little girl that was a AI or she was a robot? Megan. Has anybody seen Megan? Megan's a trip if you haven't seen it. Cherry pick in the comments. Oh no. I don't even know what that means, Tony. Some of this that went right over my head, man. I don't know what that means at all. Let's see. Bells. I don't know what this track is. Track 14. And then what is track 14? Is this anything? I don't think I need this. Hold on, let me see. Make sure nothing on here. I think there's nothing on here. It might have been a track that I was gonna do something with, but I didn't do nothing with it. Oh, that's the vinyl track. Duh. That's what it is. Let me label this. Okay, debate time like back at Maryville University. DTL. Oh, I like Maryville University. Is that where you went to? Did you go to college there? Yeah, no, yeah. My nephew. No, what's the name of that school? Maryville University. No, I'm thinking about Maryville, Missouri. So there's Maryville, Missouri, then there's Maryville University. I've performed quite a bit in Maryville University, normally for their jazz and art show. Yeah, so that's a cool college. I love the way the campus is really nice. All right, so I got this. This is reverse. I keep that there. So this track and this track will be do another color. Yellow. Yeah, that's better. Those are all the colleges that you went to. SIUE, Maryville, Missouri Western, and Belmont, Nashville. Why did you teach at the colleges? Why did you work at the colleges, I guess? Maybe you was working in like an audio, because I know you say you do a lot of stuff with audio, and were you working like there, maybe educating, teaching classes on audio, or just working for the school or attending the school? Okay. Let's see. Gotta love that vinyl noise that keeps coming in. I'm gonna mute that for a second. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I keep humans working. Shoot, every time I have a gig, I mean, I got multiple gigs coming up now. I gotta go ask somebody. I gotta shoot stuff out to people and make them, like, not make them, but I mean, ask them if they're available for it. Okay, got you. A little bit of both. All right, so this is entire mix, and then these are the lead vocals. So I'm not gonna worry about coloring them, and then this. So let's move these two up by side. Let's put these. Let's do orange for that. Well, it's kind of close to that other color, isn't it? Let's do. Let's do that color. That works. So that was a long time ago. All right, that's good enough. I don't feel like color coding all this stuff. I'll be all day long color coding things. All right, so that's better. Now, let's go to the drums first. You know, sometimes in life, we don't know what we're doing. And I just wish. So, Tony, when you listen to this, is a scratch track too, as well. So, girl, I deep in your eyes that you're not afraid of the pain you hide, and no one will ever know what you've been through. You can trust me, girl, you know. Think I should use Pro Q or the Pro channel? You think I should use my Sonida Suites? What do you think? I might use a little bit of both. I'm curious of what this, I want to see what this chain preset's gonna sound like. There's drum chain presets on here. I'm curious what it sounds like. Drum bass, drum bus. I might add that to it anyway. Let me see something. First of all, let's create a drum bus for these. Bass drum crash snaps times. Then let's send it to the drum bus, or should I just do a send? Let's do a send to stereo bus D. So I'm sending it to a bus. I might do it this way. I don't know if it's just gonna be final. I might do something different though. Call this drums. All right, and then on here, let's try putting that. Oh, that ain't what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? FX. I'm gonna try the chamber. I want to see what it sounds like. I've never used these for real. Drum bus with reverb. Let's try it. See what it's gonna sound. Ooh, it's pretty. I like the way it looks. Let's try. So we got EQ on here, compression. Reverb. Okay. All right, I might keep that there. All right, I'm gonna go back to the bass drum itself though. Let's move this over here. That's where it comes in. Uh-oh. Tell me the truth. So I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. You knew that. I was like, why don't I hear anything? Got the drums, don't come in right there. I didn't mean to do that. Mm-mm. Let's try, I play instruments. I was thought on the VST. Instruments don't play anything but want to create some music. Yeah. All right. So basically, it's like a 50-50 thing that I kind of think about VST instruments. Yeah, in one case, yeah, some VST instruments are fat, like, and for drums, like for me to mic a drum set, go through setting up a drum set, mic and then making sure it's tuned good, change heads, and making sure there's not a lot of reflection in the room, that could be a hassle. So if you can get, some decent drums, and like the SI drums in here are not the best. They work really well, but there are a lot more better VST drum plugins or any other plugin better than what's here. But with this, you still can get the job done, which is why I predominantly try to use everything that was here. But for as like piano and stuff like that, a VST piano is fine. I mean, they get pretty close, especially when they're modeled or if they're sampled. But I don't know, something different about just being able to play it. But it does help if you're able to play an instrument. Like if I was able to play the piano over here and still play it in, that still feels like I'm actually playing the instrument myself, even though I'm using the sounds within here. Because I could have just simply plugged up this keyboard or one of my other keyboards audio wise and record that way if I wanted the sound from here. But I do like the sounds that are in here. I'm not doing. I haven't done anything with the kick yet, so yeah, we gotta talk about the EQ first. But I just put that drum bus on because I wanted to see what it sounded like, and I might not use that drum bus at all. Say you're starting to feel it. Kind of want to do. And that's without the bus. You say you listening on your TV and it needs to sound good on this source, as you know. Yeah. Does it sound good yet? Push up that top end, please. On the snare. Come on, on the snare. Can you hear the difference in that snare? That first beat I hit differently. It probably was a different snare the first time. It sounds different than the other notes. I do the same thing listening to car. Kick needed some top end bite. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little air to the bass drum, but I don't like that. That first snare, something about that first snare don't sound right. I'm gonna listen to that real quick. Where we at? Right here. That very first snare doesn't sound right. That's why. It's on a different thing. That's where it should be. I knew that first snare sounded different. I was like, why does this sound like that? I can always change the pitch of it, so keep that in mind. So it's a snare pitch there. Actually, this should be centered too as well. Yeah, I like the higher snare better. I don't really I like low snares, but I for this particular song I like a I'm used to a piccolo or sopranino snare that pop, smack, you know. Unless I'm doing like a lo-fi like neo soul, then I like that real low, maybe a little bigger. Yeah, well, I might have to add some other stuff to it because keep in mind this is SI drum kit. It don't have a lot of snares to choose from. I mean, I could change the snare, but that one's a different one. So sounds bigger back here. But what note is that? Okay, so that's 38. I could switch all of them back to 38. Transpose them down. And 2, I think. Will that fix it? Kind of feel like I need more highs now. Keep it there. Yeah, I can change the deeper snare. I don't really care for a deeper snare though. Not for this particular song. I like that. Like I said, I like that crack. I like that crack snare. I think about like how I would be playing it. Like now, if I was playing like rock or something like that, then I might want a deeper snare. Or if I was playing jazz, I would even have it a little deeper. But it's like R&B, like kind of like that smack, smack, like smack. But I can play around with it some more. And then once again, I can't overthink this thing because if I overthink it, I'll be it'll turn from one day mixing it to 1 week mixing it, and I don't want to spend that much time mixing it. So. Okay, it sounds like everything got loud. That's what happens when you listen to drums for a while. The next thing you know, it seems like everything else got louder. Did I turn the mains up or something? I'm gonna see something. All right, so let's add this in. And I know I'm gonna have to go back and tweak this again. I need to adjust this really bad. Save that real quick. But no, I'd party, yeah. Let's see, so now it's compressor. Let's do. Yeah, I'm just gonna add this on here. Well, keep in mind this is just mixing. This isn't like I can get the hit hard, and also the drums on here don't ever hit hard like that. I'm not done with it. I didn't add any compression or anything else to it. I'll just mess with the EQ for right now. But yeah, still gotta leave room for the actual mastering process because that's where the extra oomph will come in. Let's see. I don't want to blow your TV up too as well. I might do a compression on the bass though, or maybe not compress. Well, I'm probably gonna compress the bass itself, but I'm probably gonna do a what's the word? I'm looking like a side compression basically, so that way that the transient won't really mask the bass drum. This particular bass drums, the bass drums on here for SI Drum Kit, even though that you can change the tone, you can do a few things to it, but they don't ever sound You say I'm at normal volume. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Well, I'm finna crank that bass drum, man. I mean, it's gonna be like woo, woo, woo. Shit, you gonna be like, dang. All right, turn it down. Shoot, turn it down. Yeah, I'm just kind of like that. You said you notice on a lot of YouTube videos the uncategorized files when they have that. You won't have it unless you install other plugins or install other instruments. So that's the only reason why I have it. It's just because it's some extra stuff that I installed, or sometimes if you have other DAWs on your system, you can use some of the effects that come in that too as well. But yeah, don't. It's nothing that you're missing. Excuse me. Had something. All right, let's do this real quick. When it starts sounding good on this TV, I know we are close. However, I understand that the mix needs to be heard in context. All the tracks that kick hasn't hit the sweet spot, but it's close. Hey, man, shoot, yeah, I'm gonna get it there. Now this snap is from this snap really doesn't need this on there though. I kind of want to put it like another reverb on this though. I feel like this reverb should be a little longer. First high is real soft. So I've never skipped making a drum sound great prior to adding effects. It's subjective for sure. Never skipped making a drum sound great prior to adding effects. Yeah, well, I'm mixing as quick as I can. Like I said, I would lose that finger snap. You said you would lose the finger snap. Oh, I'm not taking that finger snap out though. That finger snap is my thing. Shoot, I love that finger snap. Yeah, I love the finger snap. It's always it changes up the whole. When you don't have a lot of, like, first of all, when you're programming drums and the drums don't really change that much, means you're not gonna be able to turn on TV, man, right now. You're not gonna be able to turn on TV right now. You can look at something on your tablet or something. You gotta have some headphones, or you can go to your room and look at something. But yeah, when you're programming drums and the drums stay the same way the whole time, and you don't have a lot of time to add, like normally on pop records and stuff like that, they'll add extra percussion or extra parts that come in and come out. So it's like if you have very limited tracks that you're gonna do for drums, then I like to build. So if I start off with like a bass drum, then bass drum snap, then bass drum snap snare, and then at the end of the song it goes to all snare basically. So you'll see the transition, but yeah, I love my snap. That's from Splice too, so I like that snap. That snap is hot. But I'm gonna keep tweaking that snap too as well, because it might not be the way I want it to be, but I do like this snap though. I don't like the way it cuts off though. And I might have to layer this bass drum with another bass drum. I might have to do that to get more oomph out of it. What? Probably like 11:30, something like that. Yeah, that was earlier. Huh? Okay. What? No, I started at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. I would slow down and didn't say lose a snap. Okay, just while you're getting the kick and snare sync. Yeah, I would normally do that. I'm not gonna do that this time, though. Me personally, the way it's like when you listen to two instruments for a long period of time, just the bass and snare, eventually that boxy and the kick ain't right, mate. The boxy sound that I would have had would have been around here. And I already got that out. That's the boxy you're talking about. That 300 to 500 hertz. I didn't like that sound, so I took that out. Nah, nah. Well, I'm not releasing this song because it's not a song. It's a song that can be good, but it's not a song that I'm like really caring about like that. It's not something that I wrote for myself. It's just something I wrote for this, basically, for this challenge. So yeah. So I still got time to work with it. It's got to be released by Sunday, so it's not like it's the end of the world. But I agree with you, Tony. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, anything that I do is gonna be worth it. Period. Anyway. Yeah, you are correct. Two beds are ahead of the one. Oop, that ain't what I meant to click on. I ain't meant to put on reverb. What's that, honey? No, I'm not done yet. Somehow I added the drums to this. I'm like, why is this sound? I'm like, I was like, I know this sounded way fatter than it did before. I was like, what is going on? Somehow I had added the send on both of these. All right, let's see. I might turn my timers on, if you will, only. You said Snap is killing your TV? Really? Shoot, it ain't even loud over here. do something to that, but I don't think it's ain't working about it.
You every single night. First we laugh and play, and then we lay and cry. But yes, I know, you say you're the one to blame. Was it something you said to make him cheat and lie? Did he ever apologize?
Ooh, gotta fix some crashes. Plus, these crashes sound like they are not lined up right. Hate this crash, to be honest. I don't like the way it sounds. Ah, but you know what? I could lower the picture on this too as well. You said the hat is too thick, more so than the crash. Nah, the hat's not thick at all. This hat ain't even got no. It don't have no umph to it.
What we're doing, and I just wish someone was there to lean their head on me.
Somebody told me to put that that speaker part in.
I can see deep in your eyes that you're not afraid.
Say you talking your TV version.
Of the pain.
Yeah, I don't really. Well, I mean, I pay attention to TVs, but keep in mind this hasn't been mastered, so it's not gonna sound. Well, the mix will sound good. It can sound good on the TV, but TV doesn't always tell you the truth either. So it can be a lot of things. It could be if you have your EQ on. Is your EQ flat on your TV? Because TVs have EQ as well. So.
No one will ever know what you've been through. You can trust me, girl. Why don't you please tell me the truth? Tell me.
Yeah, that's hardly even. That ain't even loud.
Did you know I dream about you every single night? First we laugh and play, and then we lay and cry. But yes, I know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the mix should be great. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times too as well, if you're listening to, like, I can go listen to my car and stuff like that, figure out the mix is good. I can listen on TV and figure out the mix is good. But the mastering is the finishing touch, is to make it glue together so that it does sound good on everything that you play it on. Sometimes what do you mean, what's the rush? It's a deadline. I'm going to put it out by Sunday. And then if I can go back and redo it and reissue or re-put it back out. So it's like, think of this as a deadline. Like, I'm working on this live, but I also work on it when I can off live. But if this was a deadline, someone hired you to get the job done, wouldn't you get it done right away? I mean, you can't be like, oh man, I can take my time and do this. No. And it's a challenge for me because normally I do take longer to mix stuff. But like I said, I'm mixing it to the way I want to hear it. So deadline is Sunday. Yeah, that's the deadline. Yeah. The deadline, because the whole point of this whole series was to write, record, mix, master, and distribute a song all within 1 week. So that's the rush. Plus, I got a lot of other stuff. So if it's one of those things like the last song that I worked on, Super World, I don't know if you were with me then, if you had joined the channel by then, but I worked on Super World for like over a month or 2 months. And it took me like another 4 or 5 months to put the song out because I stopped messing with it. And if I'm not really trying to work to finish a song, I won't work on the song. I'll just forget about it and go do something else because there's so many things that I have to get done, like outside of music. So, so it's like while I'm in the zone, yes, can I get the sound to be great or get the sound to be good so that way I can release it to the population within a short period of time. Well, I mean, nobody else it's only one other person on here, and they haven't said anything. But yeah, what I'm saying, normally when I mix stuff, it is just me. Or if my father has a song, it's just him, So I'm used to it just being me. And like I said, I still got time to. You gotta finish the mix first in order so you can go. Do I need your feedback? I don't need your feedback. I appreciate your feedback. I definitely do, but I don't need your feedback. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's great that you give me feedback because most people will give you feedback. So I do appreciate it, but it's not something that I'm like, what do you think? I don't ever ask people, what do you think? When I'm writing a song or doing a song, I don't ask people what they think. Because I know if I put it out, if people like the song, they'll like the song. But I don't, submit it to people and say, hey, what do you think about this song? Because most times, some people is going to tell you honestly, yeah, your song is cool, but it needs this. And normally, I'm the one that tells myself that, yes, it's cool, but you could have did this. You could have mixed it this way. You should have added this into it. And so it's like the whole point is to get away from trying to make everything perfect. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not. It ain't got nothing to do with ego, man. It ain't got nothing to do with ego. It took me 20 years to release my first EP of songs that I had recorded 20 years before that. So has nothing to do. I know timelines, but I tend to work on one song and I will go to another song, and I never finished that one song. So right now I'm focused on finishing one song, and I'm not thinking about any other songs, even though I have probably about 10 other songs that I started working on that I need to finish, that I started working on before I started working on this one. So it's like I dropped what I really was working on for an album to start working on this song. I like the song. Yeah, no, I'm not saying you can help that, Tony. That's not what it's about. Well, all I'm saying is that let me do what I do. That's what I'm saying too. Let me do what I do. This is not a song that I'm like expecting to go platinum, I mean, I want it to be good, but I also don't want to be spending a year trying to get it together either. So I just want to be able to work on it. I'm working on it now. I'm teasing it now because I'm like, what you do is I do something, I check it. I go out, I listen to it on the monitors, I listen to it in my headphones, I listen to my speakers, I listen to my car. And then I'm going to bring it back in and I'm going to grind on it some more. But I got until Sunday. because I'm releasing it on Sunday. Because when I told people what I was going to do with this series, that is what I told people I was going to do. So last time I was working on the song, everyone followed along. I had like 12 videos that focused on me putting the song together. And then I told everybody, yeah, I'm going to put the song together and I'm going to release it. But I didn't release it until like 4 or 5 months later because I got busy. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. So I like that I'm laser focused on one song. That's really good for me as a musician, as a producer, as a songwriter, is just to be focused on one song, making sure that this one song is good. But if I was hired to produce a song or to write a song for someone, then I need to get better and faster with putting together a good song that people will enjoy within a certain time limit. I've worked with I work with several producers. Like I said, I come from a whole family. Everybody is musicians. My father is a producer. So, but everything that I've done, I produce myself. I produce other people. So it's not that, and I'm not being picky with you. I'm just saying I appreciate all the feedback and I appreciate all the stuff. And I know you have the experience and I do appreciate experience. But at the same time, I'm going to do what I want to do with it. That's what I'm saying. So that's the bottom line. I'm like, it's like if you had your song and you wrote your song and you was producing it and I was sitting back listening to you, I might ask questions about, hey, why'd you do that? But I'm not going to be like, hey, man, I think you should, put more 4K in that. I'm not going to say that because you might be going for a different sound. Like, I don't know your sound because I don't know you personally. If I grew up with you and I played with you and I know how you write, then I'd be like, man, that's not how you do that stuff. You remember how you used to do it. But everyone has a different mixing style. Everyone has a different sound. No two pop records sound alike. No two rock records sound alike. Yeah, but it's not going to be called Never Done Before. I changed the title now. So the title is because the Never Done Before didn't sound grammatically correct to me. It did make sense because I was saying I had never did this before. And what I meant by that was write a song and record it and try to put it out to the world within 1 week. That's the reason why I said it's never been done before, or I've never done it before myself. Normally I'll take longer. But I got a song that came about and it ended differently than I expected it to end. And those words never come in. And even though the project is called Never Been Done Before, I just because I haven't changed it yet. But yeah. But I mean, if you want to collaborate on some stuff, that's cool. But this isn't a collaboration song. This is just a song that I'm doing just to do, you know. Yeah, you got it. So, but I'm gonna have to call it raps because my wife wanted me to come in there and do some stuff. This song that you wrote, Ed, dude, this is not an AI song. I don't know why you keep talking about Tony. Tony, look, let me show you the lyrics, bro. Just because it's on Lyric Studio, AI did not write this song. All right. Actually, I'm gonna go back to it. Where was it at? So this song right here, all the lyrics that are on here, I typed these in myself. You'll see suggestions on the side. You see all these suggestions that are right here? Like, I didn't use any of these suggestions. I put them in there and I said, hey, can you find me something that rhymes with eyes? And it'll give me something like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but what you're trying to insinuate is that this is an AI song, but this is not an AI song, bro. This is something that I wrote right here. Right on here. Like all of these lyrics. Girl, I can see deep in your eyes that you're not afraid of the pain you hide, because we was talking about what the storyline wanted to be. And this storyline It's based off a girl or a woman that's is in a past relationship that was bad. It ended bad, and it left her thinking that she was responsible for what happened. And then here's a knight in shining armor, the protagonist that comes in, and he's with her now, but she still won't really open up to him about what's going on in her mind, and she's really she's really down and out basically. And then after that, you know, he comes in and says, hey, I got you. I'm with you now. Things are gonna be better. And then at the end it says, "You are the only one for me." So that's the name of the song. Only one for me. So, all right, take care, Big Poppy. Thank you for tuning in, man. I'm getting ready to get off here myself too as well. Heard you having to explain the lyric at what? What'd you say? What'd you say, Tony? I heard you having to explain the lyric last night. Yeah, I explained the lyric last night. Yeah, that's the reason why I talked about the lyric. So, because where my mindset was for the lyrics, the AI couldn't come up with that. It gave me suggestions, but it didn't make sense. Like, I started off and I said, hey, I want to write a song that's sad, that's a love song, or that's about sad love. And it tried to pull some ideas, and none of them would work. And to be honest, none of this stuff like made sense anyway. Most of this stuff that they suggested over here did not make any sense with what I was writing. So I was just like, explaining it is not how it's done. Explaining is not how it's done. Let's wake up. What do you mean by that? If I'm explaining the lyric, I definitely gonna explain the lyric, because what's the message behind the lyric that you write? Everyone has a situation. They didn't just think of lyrics because they thought of the lyrics. They have a situation that they went through, and that has to deal with the lyrics that they wrote. But yeah, I wanted to explain the storyline. And the reason why is because there was change in conversation. So one part was like the person who was singing, or the protagonist, the guy, was talking about the girl, but it was coming from another point of view. So it's like switched up a little bit. Now I kind of made it more cohesive now. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm going to talk about my lyrics. Just like I'm going to talk about how I came up with a song, So like if this song ever came out and I was explaining to her. Yeah, I sure was. And because she asked me a question. She asked a question like, did you say that, what was the line? Let's see. It was like where it says, like, asking, was it something you did? I changed it now, but she was asking about, what did you mean by that? So I explained to her what I meant by that, that was coming from the female. Like, the girl was thinking like that she was responsible for that. Okay. But anyway, Tony, I'm going to go ahead and end this chat, man. I appreciate you coming in and doing things, but, I got this. All right. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your night. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the next part.